Alright guys, Jungle Bob here, doing another video. It's all in the same day, but you might not see this one until tomorrow or the next day or whenever. But so on the Yardman that I got in, I showed the battery on the video, and it's a motorcycle battery, so it's got a kit with it where you have to add the acid yourself, let the acid sit in there, and then put it on the charge. So I thought I would just go through and show everybody how to do this. First and foremost, safety is of the utmost importance. Even if you think you can do it, even if it's almost foolproof, you do not want to get this stuff in your eyes. It's not, this will actually blind you. You don't want it really to get on your skin. So protective glasses and at least gloves, when you're doing this job. I know you think carburetor cleaners feels bad in your eye. You get some of this in your eye and you're done. So once again, just practice safety, and this is a warning. All right, here we go. So he got this particular one at O'Reilly's. It's called Super Start Power Sport. It's a motorcycle battery basically. Right there it has some instructions on the box. It says number 1, add the acid. Number 2, stand by for an hour, and then 3, charge hours. All right, so let's see what's in the box. First, we got the battery, Super Start battery. Notice it has these holes up front. These things right there. All right, they're caps basically. First thing it says to do is pull off this little side thing, because you're going to have a vent hose that hooks up to that. So we'll go ahead and remove that now so we don't forget. Of course, we really can't forget because we've got to put the hose on it. All right. So we got our battery. Then it's got this box that comes inside. Let's see what's in here. All right. So this looks like the tube for the vent. Then you got some instructions. We don't need no instructions, but we're going to read them. Especially if you've never done this, you need to read these instructions. Wow. See, this is what I'm telling you. Danger. Poison. You don't want it to come in contact with your skin. It'll burn your skin. So, got to be really careful with this stuff. Alright. So, let's get all that aside. So we're going to take a brief look at the manual here. It's one of those fold out ones. Yeah. Probably got pictures. Right. So we're going to start on this side over here. Gives you all your warnings. It says remove vent caps and retain. So they want you to remove all your vent caps and hold on to them. Then it says remove the red plug, which we've already done that. Right? Battery preparation. Place on a flat surface, it's well ventilated area. Remove rest vent plug and discard. That's going to be the one that was on the side. Warning, do not reattach red plug after filling battery with acid. Because if you forget to take that plug off and you leave it capped off, the battery has no way to vent, and eventually it will explode. Okay, let's do all that first, and then we'll move on to step 2. All right. So there's nothing in this now, so I'm gonna take my glasses off so I can see. So basically, we're gonna just remove all these caps here. And I'm not sure if they screw out or they pull out. I'm gonna get my needle nose because I think they just pull right out. I believe. I'm not positive. Yep, they just pull out, so get you some needle nose and keep up with them. Alright. There's looks like there's 7 of them. There's 6 across the top. I'll show you in a minute. Alright. So there's 6 across the top and 1 right there. Alright, so we've got all those set aside. I'm going to go ahead and open this vent hose up. Of course, we don't have to hook it up right now, I don't guess, but I'm going to go ahead and do that just to have it out here. Got the little red one. Got some hardware in here. These are the screws and the little washers that go underneath the battery post here when you get ready to hook up the terminals. And then we got this long hose, which is going to end up being right there. Alright, so let's move on to step 2. It shows with the scissors, cut off the tip of the container of electrolyte acid. Electrolyte acid. Cut off the tip of the container of the electrolyte acid. Alright. Use red tube provided. So the red tube provided, we're going to put the red tube on the acid. Right? Okay. So let's do that. I'm going to have to cut this loose real quick. Get the plastic off here. I'm just going to cut it around here, so I'm not even going to worry about taking the plastic the rest of the way off. Then it says some scissors. I don't have any scissors. Well, I do. Yeah, I do. Let me get my scissors. Okay, scissors, because I just want to do it by the instructions. I would have normally just taken my diagonal cutters and just plopped it off. So it says to cut it at the 10 millimeter line. There's a little mark on there. I don't know if you can see it, but that's where we're going to cut it at. Like so. Boom, gone. Then it says attach the red tube. We're going to do that. Just like putting a fuel hose on a carburetor. Alright. Okay. Then it says fill battery with acid to upper level 3, which it's got a lower level and upper level on the battery. It says, okay, so I guess it doesn't matter which vent hole we go in. Filling instructions: fill battery with acid to upper level. Let battery stand for 60 minutes. So we're gonna fill it all the way up and let it sit for 60 minutes. All right, let's go ahead and fill it up. Let's just see. So like I said, before I even do this, I'm gonna put my gloves on in case I spill it for some reason. I want to be safe. Put my glasses back on. All right. So here's where we're going to. This is the lower level, and this is the upper level. So we're going to take this tube, I'm going to put it in here, and we're going to turn it upside down. There it goes. It's slowly draining into the battery. So it's going into the battery. It says just go all the way up to the top line. However, it is draining very, very slowly. So. Uh-oh, see, that's the problem. I spilt some right there. See, I had a little bit spill out. That's why you need to have your stuff on. This stuff is taking a long time to drain because there's no air vent, but it's going in there. You can hear it gurgling. You can hear it gurgling when it's going in. So we're just going to sit here for a little bit and watch this go in. Oh, spilt it again. Oh, see? That came off. This isn't as bad as sulfuric acid. If it was sulfuric, it'd be really bad, but it's almost the same. It just takes a little bit because it's having to fill up. What it's having to do is fill up around all the plates down there, so you get a little air bubble every now and then, and it gurgles some more in. And this is the slowest part of everything, other than waiting an hour. But this is the most tedious thing. It should. You shouldn't really have to worry about the level because it's going to take this whole thing to do it. You can try squeezing on it if you want to. I find if you tilt this back down and come up and go on down to each hole, kind of helps out. Kind of makes things a little quicker. We're going to spend this whole thing draining this in here, so I'm going to try to put you on pause if I can. Well, now let's just let it go so we can have it in real time and you guys can understand what it takes. Don't want to spill it like I keep doing. So we're a little under halfway right now. I know they don't give you more than you want because there's no way to cap this off once you're done with it. So that's how come I'm telling you that it should use this whole thing up. We're still going. I don't know if you can see that level there. It's about a little under a half left. But it keeps gurgling. Once again, just be safe, guys, when you're doing this. So we got that carburetor off the yard man, and it is currently in the ultrasonic cleaner. But that's a whole nother video. We're going to go into that tomorrow. I posted 2 today. So we're going to have the carburetor tomorrow and this battery tomorrow. I might do this battery tonight. I don't know. Let's see. The only reason I'm going ahead and shooting this video today is because, customers waiting on it. And you got to let it sit an hour, but then you got to charge it. Probably could cut a bigger hole. I'm going to cut a bigger hole. I'm tired of waiting around. Uh-oh. got a little acid on my skin. I feel it. All right. Yeah, it's going a lot quicker with a bigger hoe. So that's my fault. I could have cut a bigger hoe. I'm gonna have to wash that acid off my leg. Yeah. I'm just kidding. I didn't put any on. I didn't get any on my leg. I'm just kidding. I just wanted somebody to go, oh damn, Bob, why ain't you jumped up and cleaning that up yet? There you go. But all joking aside, guys, be real safe when you're doing this. You don't want to. And if you do get some on you, wash it off with soap and water immediately. As long as you do that, you should be fine. It's not. I mean, it's not going to kill you right away, but if you leave it on there, it will start agitating your skin. We got about a quarter of the way to go. Man, that tube is for shit. Uh, if I was a manufacturer, I would make sure there's a way to secure that tube a little better. But oh well. Guys, Jungle Bob back. So it's been about an hour now. We've let that electrolyte acid sit in this battery for an hour, like the instructions say. Then it says to go buy a chart to charge it, or it says note if you have a 2 amp or 6 amp charger. It says if you have a 2 or 6 amp charger, use the automatic setting and charge until the charger indicates excuse me, complete charge or battery gases freely and gravity reads da da da. But so what I'm going to use is I've got a big charger, but I'm just going to use this Fat Max that I have. I'm going to put it on the 2 amp setting, and then I'm going to start the charge on it. And it says on the next page when it's all done, after it's fully charged, let it sit for a couple more hours, and then it should reach 12.7 volts. So so let's hook this up here. Let's see if I can get you up here. Raise you up a little bit higher. Whoa, not that low. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see it, but our level is perfect. It's been sitting an hour. The positive side is right here, negative side. So the reason I chose to do this is because my big charger, plus this is a smart charger, but my big charger has big old grips on it, and they won't fit around this battery. But this one, these are a lot. It's still going to be difficult, but it's pretty simple actually. Well, on the old battery it was. Get a good bite right there. Untangle this one. Get a good bite on this one. As good as we can anyway. Oh boy. It's being difficult with me, fellas. But we'll get it on there. There we go. That's about as good as we can get. So then we go back to the Fat Max here. So it's on now. That means the power indicator's on. So now I'm going to select 2 amps because we're going to put a trickle charge on it. I could go to 8, but that's not recommended. So 2 on the initial charge. So when I hit that, then it should indicate over here if everything's hooked up right that it's charging. So let's do that. Yep. So when that light came on, that means it's starting to charge. That means this one's kind of a smart charger. So if you got the polarity reversed, it knows that. And whatever. And it also cut off when it's fully charged. So you don't have to really watch it. So anyway, that's what I don't know how long that's going to take, but I'll keep up with the time so I can notify you on the next video. And so I'm going to try to finish this one out and post it tonight just to get it out of the way. Alright, I might have a little bit of surprise for you here in a little bit. Stay tuned. It'll be included in this video. Here's the surprise. Kind of thought it might be coming. He gave me a call this afternoon, late. This is a X-Mark Laser Z. It's a big boy. This guy works for the city here in town. He does subcontract work for the city of Birmingham. Anyway, he's got several mowers like this, this size. But the problem today with it is one of his helpers hit something while they were cutting some grass, and he's messed up his spindle. This is on the bottom side. There's a spline gear on it. It's see how it's rounded off. But watch this. This is how hard this pulley is to turn. The bearing's all messed up. Anyway, so he called me up and asked me could I do him a favor and kind of put this up to the front of the line. And just so happens I've got plenty of room for him. So that works out good because I'm waiting on parts on the other stuff. And I got to just rebuild the carburetor on the yard man. So it's works out good. And these commercial guys, this is what I'm talking about. That's where the money is. But when they need something done, you got to take care of them. Especially this guy. Look, oh, he told me about this. Look at this seat. This is the surprise I was telling you about. His pit bull. He had a pit bull. Chewed through all that, ate all the stuffing out. Chewed up the armrest here. Chewed this stuff off of it. I said, well, was that a puppy pit bull? He goes, yeah, it was. I said, what do you mean it was? He goes, we got rid of that thing. Anyway, I thought that was really the surprise. I was surprised to get this mower in today, you know, on a accident. But hey, if you didn't have that customer, he would be taking it to somewhere else. So, but it's kind of funny about the pit bull. So he wants me to replace the seat and all that. But not on this trip. First off, we got to get it back in service. But, alright. Well, that's enough kidding around for the day. Hope you like this video. This is kind of a longer one. I don't know when the next time I'll be able to do another one. So, I hope y'all enjoy all the ones I put out today and tomorrow. Jungle Bob out.